Hello and welcome to your Feel Good yoga class. This is going to be about 15 minutes, just getting the blood moving a bit, some fresh oxygen into the body. Great to do in the morning or in the afternoon whenever you need a little break. Getting started here, feet about hip distance apart, firmly planted on the mat. Just notice how you're breathing. So is it really short, in, out, mainly up in your chest? Just take a few moments just to be aware. Having a stressful day or you're anxious about what lies ahead. We're going to try to even our breath out to an even in for 4 counts and exhale for 4 counts. Using this pattern throughout class. If you're not already, turn to the shorter side of your mat. Feet will remain hip distance apart. We'll just begin by inhaling our arms up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale out. Nice big deep inhales. And exhale all the way out. This time inhaling arms up. And leaning over to the left side. Firmly planting the right foot into the mat. We tend to want to shift all our weight into the left foot. Wanting to counter that by pressing in with the right foot. Neck can be looking up towards the elbow, down at the ground, or ahead, whatever is comfortable for you. Just keep breathing evenly. And we'll inhale back up, arms up. Exhale over to the right this time. Same thing, planting that left foot firmly into the mat, pulling belly button into your spine, so activating that core. Just looking wherever is comfortable. And inhaling back up. Maybe taking a slight back bend. And exhaling, we're going to bend from the hips, coming forward, slight bend in the knees here. We're not warmed up yet. Pedaling the foot out one at a time. Starting to stretch out those hamstrings. And moving into downward dog, walking the hands to the front of the mat, taking a step or two back, keeping the knees bent at first, pedaling the feet down one at a time. Nice stretch, reaching the heel towards the mat, but not having to come all the way down. Pulling the belly button into your spine. Making sure you're not putting all of your weight into the heels of your hands, but your weight is distributed throughout your whole hand and your fingers. Few breaths here. Pulling the hips up, pushing the heels back. Whole body is activated. I'm going to bring the left foot forward, stepping it in between your hands, wiggling it out to your left side a bit, coming into a low lunge or runner's lunge, getting a good stretch in your right hip flexor right now. So foot is flexed, heel is reaching back. Your left knee should be over your ankle. We don't want too far ahead. So keeping that nice right angle with your front leg. Breathing here, again, keeping the core pulled in tight. Neck is long. Your shoulders aren't into your ears, so pushing down. Dropping the knee to your mat. Top of the foot will go on the mat. We're going to shift our hips back. Straightening the left leg, you're going to feel more of a pull in your left hamstring. Just coming back to wherever you're comfortable. You can point or flex the left foot. You might notice a little bit different sensation. So whatever you need right now. Coming back into that low lunge, tucking the toes under, pressing the knee off the mat, pushing back into your right heel. We're going to swivel your right foot down, so toes are pointed towards the longer side of your mat. To come up, you can put your left elbow on top of your left thigh, reaching up. We're going to shift into warrior two. Might need to walk your feet in a little bit. Left toes are going to point to the top of the mat. Left knee bends. Your left heel should be intersecting the back arch of your right foot. So go ahead, check on that. Sitting in, making sure you can see your toes. If you can't see your toes, you're probably doing this. So just come up, keeping that right angle. Shoulders are down, not up, not earrings, pressing down. Neck is looking over your left. Pressing firmly into the mat with both of your feet, moving up your body, checking in. Check in on your feet. Leg muscles are activated, core is pulling in. Back is nice and tall, nice and flat. Arms are out, reaching through the fingers. Shoulders are down. Neck is long. Chin turn, looking over your left fingers. Ooh, all right, so to come out, press and straighten that left foot. Here, turning your toes in. Right toes will turn, pivoting the left foot. Hands come down into that runner's lunge, this time on the right side. So front leg is at a 90-degree angle. We're not pushing too far forward. Hands on either side of the right foot. Left heel is pressing back, getting a nice stretch, and the left foot hip flexor. Breathing evenly. We're pressing into the mat. We're not shrugging or leaning. We shouldn't be laying on top of the leg. And left knee comes down, top of the foot to the mat, pushing hips back. And exhaling, coming over. You can walk your hands back if you need to. Just play around with what is more comfortable for you right now. Having the right foot flexed or pointed. You may want to come lean over the leg. Listening to your body. And planting that right foot down, Tucking the left toes, pressing back into the runner's lunge. Belly button pulling into spine, neck is long. Looking down at your mat. Neutral gaze, not forcing or striving. And to come out, we're going to swivel that left foot, toes facing the long side of the mat. You can go ahead, bring the left arm all the way up. If you need a little more assistance, that right leg arm can come on top of the right leg for a little bit more support. And realigning for warrior two, left leg. Toes are pointed towards the long side of the mat. Make sure your right heel is halfway between your left, bending the knee down. Right angle, looking over towards your right fingers. And doing that check-in again, starting from your feet. Weight firmly planting down in the ground. Leg muscles are activated, belly button to spine. Long back. Shoulders are down, away from our ears. Chin is turned. Gazing over the right fingertips. Breathing evenly, like we did in the beginning of class. And to come out, we're just going to straighten that right leg. Hands can come to the hips. From here, turning to face the short side of your mat. Taking a big inhale up, slight arch in the back. Exhaling, folding forward. Should feel a little bit more open in your hamstrings. We're just going to inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Dropping the hands, coming into tabletop position. Hands are under your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips, feet flat, the tops of your feet are flat on the floor. We're going to inhale, drop the belly down, open the chest. Exhale, pushing our hands into the mat, arching the back for cat. Inhaling, dropping the belly, opening up the chest. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, arch. Sitting back on your feet. Coming into a cross-legged position. Heels can be close to your body. They can be farther away. You can adjust as you need to. We're going to put the left hand down on to the mat, bringing the right arm up, walking the left hand out as you bend. Just like in the beginning, we don't want to be shifting over, having both sit bones flat on the floor. Neck can be looking straight ahead, turning up towards the elbow or down to the floor. Breathing in here, energizing the side body. And we'll rise up. Other side, hand down, lifting the left arm up, walking the right hand out, bending over, making sure your left sit bone is firmly anchored onto the mat. And hand will come back up. Both hands go to your knee. Sitting up nice and tall, walking the right hand over to your left knee. Left hand will come to the center of your sacrum or your kind of hips. Nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, turning gently towards the right, belly button to spine. Breathing evenly. Coming back to center, switching sides. This time, left hand will go on top of the right knee. Right hand in the center of your back. Nice tall spine. Inhale. Belly button to spine and exhale. Gentle twist to the right. Go ahead and release and come back to center. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this practice. If you did, please feel free to share with a friend.